Welcome back to the channel. Today's video we're going to discuss floor plans and what you could expect and look for when you're building out on a home. We're going to be talking about layout and distances and footprints. So my sister and her husband are expanding their house. This is her current footprint. It's about 1,000 square feet. You come in right here, you have an entry, you're directly in the dining room. You have a living room right here off the back, which is pretty large, a garage, 2 bedrooms, a main bathroom in the hall, and a small kitchen. So the proposed plan is here. They are going to turn their living room back into a bedroom, but they're going to add a main ensuite. Basically, they're going to have a master suite right here with a dual vanity, stand-up shower, 5 by 13 long, really big. On the south wall, they have wall-to-wall closet, which is good. So this room is still huge. The dining room is going to remain. These 2 bedrooms are going to remain. The hall bathroom is going to remain. The kitchen is now being turned into an office with its own bathroom. You can see a dedicated closet right there and a pantry. The kitchen is now moved to the back of the house along with the living room. So we have a couple issues here. The distance, and this is what my sister brought to my attention. She's like, hey, things are just not flowing right. It just looks a little awkward. I said, okay, let me make some suggestions. The distance between the island and this wall right here where the pantry is just at 3 feet. Now, this is limiting the size of an island you can get. You'd like to have as big as an island as you can, especially if you're talking about symmetry. You would kind of want it to end where your refrigerator is. Secondly, our pantry is facing the back wall. Our pantry is kind of straddling the living room and straddling the kitchen, so that's a little odd. And then if we come into this 3rd bedroom, which they have labeled as an office, it is about 8 feet wide by 12 feet. This is a very unconventional size. Although you have a good sized closet, your bathroom is also a little funky. So we have a few things going against us. I know my sister told the architect focus his efforts on keeping the living space in the kitchen as large as possible, but I think they're compromising space when it comes to this section. So she asked me to make some modifications, or she said, what's your opinion? I said, hey, listen, I want to make adjustments real quick. Let me show you what I'm going to do. So let me show you what I did. Bam! All right, so this is my idea. So, all right, let's cruise into the bedroom. So I pushed the wall back a little bit. So now we have a true 5 by 8 full bathroom. Although there's a tub here, my sister's probably gonna install a shower, a walk-in shower. We have a dedicated closet for this room now. The room is now 10 by 12, which is ample for any room. Now, if we cruise outside around the dining room, we have elongated this island now to terminate where the fridge is, which is great. So now this is bigger. The distance between the island and this wall is a lot bigger. So remember, we were at 3 feet. This is now probably 5 to 6 feet. And now we have a pantry that is actually facing the kitchen. So imagine a door right here. This is the pantry, this corner. I chopped the wall off, made it a 45. And at first, my sister and her husband were like, oh, it's a little weird, I was like, it only looks weird because I'm showing you what it looks like right now. But in person, you're not even gonna know. There's gonna be a door right here, pantries facing the kitchen, and we have improved everything. So by encroaching into the living room by 2 feet, we still have a very spacious open room, right? Our living area is big, our kitchen area is big, and we have improved our line of sight to the front door. Before, when this was squared off, our line of sight was limited. So if you're working anywhere in this area, now you can see into the living room, the kitchen, the dining room, and if our kids decide they want to go into the rooms, you can see this area. I don't think anyone's going to be going into the master suite at all, so this is good. We've improved the layout. I told my sister, send this to the architect, see what he says, but I think we nailed it. So by turning this into a 45-degree, we were able to gain a much larger room. We accommodate a 5 by 8 here by encroaching into the living room by 2 feet. The living room is still 16 feet wide, huge, 16 feet, and from the TV wall all the way to the back wall is about 27 feet. So really big, spacious main room, and then directly attached to your dining room. So I think this is what they're gonna do. We'll see. This gives you many more options when it comes to laying out your kitchen cabinets, your island, how big of an island do you want to go with, things of that nature. And yeah, these are just things you got to think about, like a working space between island to island, or not island to island, counter to counter. You typically want about 4 feet. And working space, I mean a stove, a sink, a fridge, a dishwasher. When doors are down, you need that 4 feet minimum. Sometimes you want 3 feet, which is okay. Like when they have the 3 foot here between the island and this wall, that's okay. It's not a working area. It's just something to pass through. But think of my cursor as a person walking. When you have to come this way, get here, go directly left and straight, that's kind of an awkward sidestep. Right here, you just kind of go and you just kind of, it's like a swoop, right? If you're trying to get to the back, it's like a swoop rather than like doing these 90-degree hard turns. So I think by eliminating this corner, turning it into a 45, it flows better, it looks better, adds more square footage for one, which my sister is always striving to do. And overall, it's gonna just be like a good looking house. So hopefully you guys picked up a thing or two, learned something. This is real rough. Just me thinking ideas and telling my sister, hey, this is what I suggest. We'll see if she grows with it. But you guys need to think of these things when you guys are in the early stages of designing your house, because every square foot, every inch counts. So hopefully you guys learned a thing or two. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks.